Hello YouTube, welcome to another YouTube video. It's been a while. This is just going to be an updated armor and weapon guide. It's not going to be much different from the other one, but let's get right into it. It doesn't need to be anything sweaty, so you don't have to match me perfectly. I am a speedrunner, so my gear may be a little bit better. But genuinely, I'm just going to go over like two perker stuff. So, if you're a DPS, you're looking for a greatsword as your main hand weapon. You're looking for Trenchant Strikes and Corrupted Bane. Since I am doing Dynasty, obviously you want to get the Bane for the dungeon, but you want to have Bane Trenchant Strikes. This third perk, you would want a Chain Nature, Nature Attunement, something like that for the Greatsword. And then Great Axe, if you're offhanding a Great Axe, so you're an extra clumper for your group. You want Enfeebling Maelstrom, Corrupted Bane. Obviously, again, you want Bane for the whatever dungeon. But mainly you want to have Enfeebling Maelstrom. If you can't get a set for every single one, you want to definitely at least have Enfeebling Maelstrom. That's the most important thing. Now, let's say your main spear or you're offhanding a spear. It's the same thing essentially. You want to have something like this: Enfeebling Skewer and Bane. Enfeebling Skewer, most important thing. Now let's go over the armor. So, since you are using a greatsword, the main perks you want to have are: you want to have Slowing Rupture, 1, and then you want to have Relentless Freedom, 2. These are the most important things that you need to have. Main reason for that is Relentless Freedom. It's obviously going to get you out of roots and slows, which is very important in mutations. And then you want to have Slowing Rupture, 23% slow. Obviously, very nice to have, especially on massive clumps when you rupture the entire clump. As for the entire armor set, you want to have Corrupted Ward. Mainly, best case scenario, you want to have Ward, Refreshing, and Elemental Aversion, something like that. Since I am the Great Axe user, I like to stack Refreshing and Ward on my non-perk pieces. So, Ward, Refreshing, Elemental Aversion, best case scenario, but you mainly want to have at least Ward gear. That is the most important thing to have. So, Corrupted Ward, Elemental Aversion, and I'll actually show you how to get these pieces relatively easy. Holly Regent. So just show you really quick. So you look for pattern, Holly, and this is just for the chest piece. I believe that the other pieces are not. So you want to go get the 600 pattern because that is forcefully gonna roll Corrupted Ward, Elemental Aversion, Luck. It's just a solid piece. It's a cheap thing to buy. So that is for the chest piece, because if you're in light DPS, you want to have a medium chest, everything else light. And then Floral Regent, so let's just pick a random one, Gloves. 2500, bam, that's going to roll every single time. It's going to be Elemental Aversion, Corrupted Ward, which is a solid piece. But let's get right back to the gear. So again, Corrupted Ward, and Corrupted Ward. So you want to use Keen Tondo if you want to get really sweaty and you have a Rapier in your group, because it is applying. Whenever the Rapier uses Tondo, it is applying to everyone. Everyone's getting that bonus crit chance. That's why I run it. As for jewelry, you want something that looks like this. You want the protection for the dungeon, health, top two most important, and then empowered. If empowered is working, it is currently not working, but that is mainly what you want to look for. For your ring, you want to have slash, well, since I'm using Greatsword, I want slash damage. If you're using spear, main hand spear, obviously you want thrust damage, but I'm using this, Legate's Ring. You get this from Brimstone. It's slash, keen, leeching, as you can see. That is Biss ring for you, pretty much. And then earring, I had to craft each one, because I couldn't get one off the market, but you want to have Beloved. I'm telling you, Beloved is very important to have. It helps you so much with not getting aggro when you're going into those clumps. It helps your tank out for holding aggro. Aggro has still been weird, but you want to have Beloved, Refreshing Toast. Potions cool down 29% faster. Obviously, you want that. That is amazing to have. So that is mainly what you want to have for 2 perker. If you can't get Legate's Ring, slash damage, I'd say, and probably Keen Awareness or Leeching, but you mainly want to have that damage buff. Earring, Beloved, Refreshing Toast, relatively easy to get. Scorpion Stone, so obviously you can't get that if you can't have that. You just want protection for the dungeon plus health for 2 perker. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Again, Warden for everything, 2 perker, thwarting. You want Trenchant Strike and the Bane. And then for the Great Axe, you want Enfeebling Maelstrom, and then the Bane for the dungeon, if you can get it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them below. I could even go into a sweatier guide if you guys want, like having certain gear sets for each bosses for those mutations to make your boss fights even easier. If you want to see that, go ahead and drop it in the comments below. I can make it for each dungeon. If you also, one more thing, let me throw this in there. Ward pots, very nice to have. You pop them right before you enter a massive pull, a big clump fight. Just nice to have it as a relatively on the expensive side, but if you want to step up your game a little bit, drop a fucking ward potion in there. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video. You guys have a great rest of your day. I love you all. Have the best day ever.